Well, the Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed had visited Asmara on Thursday, 2 days after he officially acknowledged the presence of Eritrean troops in the Tigray region after having denied it for months. In a statement published on Friday morning, he said that Eritrea had agreed to immediately withdraw its soldiers from the border areas, and he also said that Ethiopian soldiers will return to those areas in order to guard the borders. Several reasons were given for the Eritrean presence in the Tigray region, the first being Eritrea's national security. Eritrea allegedly feared that the Tigray People's Liberation Front would attack its border territories, and secondly, the rockets that were fired towards Asmara by the TPLF last November. It's worth noting that at that time, TPLF leaders said that the reason that they were firing those rockets was to defend themselves from the Eritrean presence in Tigray, but at this time, it's very difficult to verify the timeline of these events. It remains to be seen whether Eritrean soldiers will immediately pull out from the region, especially because humanitarian sources and civilians on the ground are saying that the Eritrean presence goes far beyond the border areas, that they're present throughout the region. If the Eritreans were to leave, this could represent a significant step towards the end of hostilities in the region, although fighting is still being reported on a daily basis there.
Now, Maria, you were in this particular region recently to make a report for France 24. And as the UN has been stressing, the humanitarian situation on the ground there is worsening amid claims of human rights abuses.
Yes, well, Eritrean soldiers are being widely accused of raping hundreds of women, of deliberately targeting civilian populations. In several cities such as Aksum or in the village of Dengelat, where I was able to go, residents accuse Eritrean soldiers of massacring the local population. People are showing mass graves scattered throughout the villages. But Eritrean soldiers are not the only ones that are being accused of war crimes. Many women, for example, accuse Ethiopian soldiers of raping them. The UN says that over 500 cases of rapes were recorded in 5 health centers alone. And in Western Tigray, both Amhara and Tigrayan civilians were deliberately killed by different armed groups. And because of this violence, you have tens of thousands of people who are fleeing their villages. Tens of thousands are in the regional capital, Mekele, where the living conditions in the camps are extremely difficult. There's not enough food, not enough drinking water, or medication. And the insecurity makes the work for humanitarian organizations particularly difficult. Many of them are still unable to access the rural areas where the situation is likely to be even worse. The Ethiopian Human Rights Commission said it is launching a joint investigation with the UN's High Commissioner for Human Rights in the region on the alleged war crimes by all parties to the conflict.
Okay, our correspondent Maria Gert Niculescu in Addis Ababa, thank you very much for being with us.